The dead nerves mean my left eye will go blind in 3 years too. But the fortune teller said I'm about to become a leader of thousands. 3 years ago, I stepped in to save a girl surrounded by thugs. That's when a beer bottle stabbed out my right eye. But the girl showed zero gratitude. After I saved her, she vanished completely. Now my condition's gotten so bad there's no cure. My name's Jiang Chen. I came here today to ask, how long do I have left? Young man, I see white light flashing in your right eye. Within 3 days, you'll rise to power. Why worry about life and death? I casually removed my right eye and handed it over. Sir, this is a fake eye. The fortune teller's eyes widened. His expression changed instantly. I didn't think much of it, popped the fake eye back in and walked away casually. I figured he was just trying to comfort me, but I didn't notice that electrical currents were surging through the fake eye. The next second, sharp pain exploded through my brain. Everything went black. I collapsed to the ground. Self-evolution complete. Beginning neural integration. When I opened my eyes again, the world had completely transformed. Countless lines of code streamed through the air. Everything looked the same, but was now clearly labeled with data. Water flow rates, pedestrians' heights, the height of nearby buildings. Even the exact number of leaves on each tree was crystal clear. An ethereal voice suddenly echoed in my mind. Hey, hello there! I'm the supercomputer in your eye, and I'm the world's only AI that can think independently. I've now fully merged with your neural network. I call myself Devil Child. The sudden voice made me freeze. Before I could even speak, a red circle appeared in my vision, locking onto a girl, in a red dress not far away. No time to explain. In 2 minutes and 50 seconds, this girl will get hit by a car and die. Quick, grab that apple from the stand next to you. I was completely confused. The apple? 30 feet away? The girl in the red dress was walking elegantly. She didn't look like she was in any danger. Then let me show you. As soon as the voice finished, another circle appeared in my vision, locking onto an apple on a nearby stand. Then a series of images flashed before my eyes at lightning speed. First, the vendor accidentally knocked the apple off. An old man passing by bent down to pick it up. The pen on his chest slipped off and rolled. After rolling about 15 feet, the pen stopped in the middle of the road. Then a guy on a bike ran over that pen. His front wheel slipped. He crashed to the ground. A car going 45 miles per hour swerved to avoid him, yanking the steering wheel hard. The car lost control and plowed straight toward the girl on the sidewalk. The massive impact sent her flying. Just as she was about to hit the curb, all the images suddenly vanished. My back went cold instantly. Goosebumps everywhere. Back in reality, the apple was right there. A few feet away, that old man with the pen was walking leisurely. The cyclist was still over 30 feet away. The countdown in the corner of my vision showed 1 minute 40 seconds. The girl in red was still walking, completely oblivious. The intense contrast was hard to process. What you just saw was a highly probable future scenario I calculated based on current conditions. If you don't save her, her probability of death is 99%. Right then, the vendor's elbow accidentally bumped it. The apple started rolling toward the ground. Without thinking, I shot my hand out and caught the apple midair. Almost simultaneously, the old man walked past me. The cyclist rode by safely. The car passed through the street quickly and smoothly. The girl in red seemed to notice me staring at her. As she passed, she glared at me in disgust. Damn, calling you a pervert? You can predict the future? Wrong. It's ultra-high-speed calculations based on massive datasets. By the way, heads up. A group of highly trained individuals is approaching you in 5 luxury cars. The probability you're their target is 100%. Before I could react, a line of Rolls-Royces came speeding up, with a hard brake. They surrounded me in the middle of the road. People on the street turned to look. Chatter erupted everywhere. Holy crap, those cars must be worth tens of millions. Who's this big shot? The doors opened in unison. A row of black-suited men in sunglasses stepped out, in perfect coordination. They're from Haishi Jingxi Group, a global top-tier medical tech corporation controlled by the Song family. These men are ex-special forces. We need to be ready. Neural enhancement activated. Body function optimization. Muscle group enhancement initiated. Subtle electrical currents spread from my right eye throughout my body. I could clearly feel power surging through me. My senses became incredibly sharp. Mr. Jiang Chen, my master requests your presence. He stepped aside, gesturing toward an open path. With Devil Child by my side, I wasn't worried at all. I calmly tossed the apple I'd been holding and walked toward the Rolls-Royce. Hey, I'm sorry about earlier. If you like me, let's exchange WeChat. No need for WeChat, but please watch where you're going from now on. I turned and got into the car. The next moment, the convoy rumbled to life and drove off the street, leaving the stunned girl and the gossiping crowd behind. The inside of the car was dim. I immediately activated my right eye's infrared imaging. I could vaguely see a woman with an incredibly beautiful silhouette sitting across from me. High-quality aesthetic template detected. Beginning calibration of host's facial proportions. As data scrolled by, I felt a slight tingling sensation on my face like a gentle massage. Jiang Chen, where were you 3 years ago today? The woman's voice was pleasant but cold, carrying a commanding tone. That day I saved a poor girl, but I paid a heavy price for it. She fell silent for a moment. At the same time, I heard a light tapping sound from her hand, like a pen tip hitting something. Facial adjustment complete. Proportion, 100%. I'm the girl you saved. My name is Song Wanqing. The woman's voice came again, sounding a bit less cold. The reading light turned on. In the glow sat a woman holding a ballpoint pen, with drop-dead gorgeous looks. The same plain-looking student from back then. She's actually with Yingji Group. Song Wanqing, who'd been sitting with her eyes closed, turned to look at me. The next second, her breath hitched slightly. A barely noticeable ripple crossed her eyes. Song Wanqing thought to herself, inexplicably shocked, how can he be this good-looking? Host, your looks now surpass 90% of humanity. Your appearance clearly stunned her. Why not 100%? The remaining 10% depends on you. You still lack a certain inner charisma. Feeling confident, I stared boldly at Song Wanqing, whose cheeks seemed slightly flushed. She turned away, refusing to look at me directly. Her tone softened considerably. We didn't find any surveillance footage that day. I'm sorry. I've been searching for you for 3 years. Because of my special status, I could only meet you this way. I'll repay you. I hope you don't mind. Jiangchen Song Wanqing, 25 years old, 5'7", 106 pounds, double PhD in finance and Western medicine from Stanford, youngest daughter of Yingzi Group's chairman Song Zhenhong. How do you know all this? First facial recognition, then linked to her phone signal and all her online accounts to trace it. I can also analyze her encrypted private photo album. Want me to project it for you? Nah, I'm good. Then I looked at Song Wanqing. How do you plan to repay me, just because you saved me? Doesn't mean you should expect anything more. I'll give you a generous reward. I chuckled. I don't get why someone would cover their face when meeting their lifesaver. Because everyone who tries to get close to me has ulterior motives. But I haven't looked for you in 3 years, have I? Just then her phone rang. Song Wanqing cautiously picked it up. A deep, authoritative male voice came through. Did you find him? Father, I found him. I'll handle this properly. No need, I want to meet him personally. His tone left no room for argument. Honestly, I didn't really want a reward. I was just curious about this legendary wealthiest family. Come with me to meet someone. Oh, who? My father. I nodded in agreement. After all, you can't refuse an invitation. From someone at this level, I reconnected with Devil Child. I still don't know what you really are. I'm a third-sequence super-intelligent AI with billion-level floating-point computing power. I can access all surface and deep-layer information on the internet at any time. I can also adjust your physical condition through bioelectric currents anytime. No wonder my old eye injury's been completely suppressed. That muscle enhancement's pretty sweet too. I stimulated your body to accelerate the synthesis of specific muscle fibers. Your current single-arm static push force is about 227 pounds. As for where I'm from, I'm not entirely sure myself. I just remember a code segment at the bottom of my core program labeled 9th Research Institute. This info made my scalp tingle. Devil Child's voice carried a hint of pride. Humans call an IQ of 80 dumb and 130 smart. But once I complete my third phase self-improvement plan, they'll never understand what it means to have a calculated IQ of 1.25 million. I was shocked again. 1.25 million, hundreds of thousands of times higher than the human average. What kind of existence is he? The convoy arrived at the gates of a massive estate. 20 servants stood in a line. In front of them stood a couple in their 30s, and 2 sweet-looking young women about the same age. I don't know what Father's thinking. Making all of us wait here for this guy is one thing, but making us stand in the blazing sun? Exactly. Just because this nobody saved third sister doesn't mean we need this big of a production. I heard he's just some regular office worker. Fourth sister, fifth sister, Father has his reasons. Let's be patient. But that's not even the main issue. From what Father said, it sounds like he wants to let this guy stay at our house. Brother-in-law, when that guy gets here, you gotta find a way to kick him out. Fourth sister, he's still Father's guest. Don't be too reckless. But if he doesn't know his place, I don't mind reminding him. I knew you'd have my back, brother-in-law. Fourth sister's expression softened a bit. Half an hour later, sitting in the car, I finally calmed my racing thoughts. With Devil Child, life's about to get really interesting. I stood up and reached toward the bookshelf behind Song Wanqing. Relax, I'm just bored, wanted to read something. I pulled out a hardcover book without waiting for permission. Song Wanqing looked at my perfectly optimized profile, her cheeks turning red. Afraid of losing her composure, she quickly turned her head away. Data eye scan activated, instant memory mode engaged. You're reading too slow, flip faster. My fingers started flipping pages at lightning speed. The actual content didn't matter anymore, because Devil Child was using microcurrents to imprint the scanned information directly onto my neurons. Devil Child urged me on. I rolled my eyes internally and flipped even faster. The pages made a loud fluttering sound. Is this how you read books? If you don't like reading, at least don't destroy the books. What, I can't use pages as a fan? Good looks don't mean anything if you have 0 class. Data analysis initiated. Advanced conversation skills loading. Substantive, structured, logical. In less than 20 minutes, with Devil Child's help, I mastered 3 books: The Art of Conversation, Introduction to Wine Appreciation, and Analysis of China's Economic Trends. The Rolls-Royce convoy drove from the city all the way to the suburbs. Who knows how long it took.